Hello, this is Mike with TradeWinds RV Center, here to congratulate you on your 2024 Intech Flyer Forge. I'm going to walk you around to show you how to use a few things to get the best out of your camping experience. Let's start by talking about arriving at the campsite. A couple things to take into consideration when you're parking this. On your campsite, I want you to leave room to open up your bed, as well as your big awning over here. On your off campsite, besides leaving room for your other bed, I also want you to think about where your power and water connection is going to be. Both of them are going to be right in front of your tires, right in between your tires in the front. Power here, city water for campsites right there. So once you arrive, unhook your hitch. First thing you're going to do is level your unit. Unit comes with a hand crank leveling unit or leveling jack. Just bring this to the left to bring it down, bring it to the right to bring it up. Once you got this level, next thing you're going to do is stabilize it. All four corners of your unit have these little stabilizing jacks. Your hand crank's going to have a slot that you have to match up on this head up here. You're going to crank these down. I'm going to recommend stabilizing jack pads. Jack pads are going to protect the feet of your stabilizing jacks from dirt and debris, keep them from sinking into the hot black top of some campsites. We're going to run these down just until they're taut. Remember, our unit's already level. We are just going to stabilize it. So once it feels like it's going to start lifting the unit, you've got some resistance on your hand crank, go ahead and stop. Get all four of those down. Once we got our unit level and stable, we'll hook up a power and water. Power cord plugs in here on the side, big long 30 amp cord, like a pistol grip. Put that in at, say, about 11 o'clock, turn it to noon. Put your black washer on, you're all set. Now at the end of that 30 amp service, should you need to plug into a 110, there is a 30 to 15 amp reducer that comes with your convenience pack. Got your power hooked up, let's hook up your water. At campsites, we're going to hook up to city water connection. First and foremost, a water pressure regulator. This water pressure regulator is going to reduce water pressure to 40 to 50 psi, protecting the lines in the unit. Always use these because you don't know what the water pressure is at different campsites. Hook that up, hook up your hose. Don't turn on your hose yet. To the right here is your hot water heater. Just make sure that our pressure release valve is down, otherwise water is just going to pour out of that as we're filling that up. Now we can go ahead and turn that hose on. After that hose has been on for a couple minutes, go inside and open up your water taps, your sink, showers, get all the air out of the lines, nice steady flow of water, and you're all set to camp. Now let's say we're going to go dry camping. In that case, we're going to fill up our potable water tank down here. Where you want to fill that up is you hook the hose up to it, then go inside and watch the level of the freshwater tank fill up. Once it's full, come out here, remove that hose, close that up, and then whenever you want to utilize that fresh water, you'll turn on your water pump. Don't turn on your water pump and hook the city water, that is already pressurized. Alright, we're all set to camp with power and water. We'll go ahead and walk you around the rest of the unit, continuing here on the off camp side. Up top there is going to be a flue for your furnace. They do sell bug guards, you might want to put on that. You don't have to worry about getting close to it. It is up pretty high. Here's where you can plug in a solar panel to trickle charge your batteries. Again, our power, city, and fresh water, our hot water heater. There's your sewage holding tank. And we'll bring these beds down in a minute. That is where you're prepped for a ladder. This is a vent you can push out from indoors. I'll show you that when we get in there. I will open up the back here. Make sure you keep these locked during travel. Swing them to the side. Them rubber bumpers up there are going to help protect the bottom of this. How quickly your guys can go up or down. Nice big spring in here on the back, makes it easy to lift up. I'm doing a one-handed here. Again, make sure you lock these when you're taking off and heading down the road. Coming over to our campsite, we'll bring that bed down right now. We'll run the awning out. When I get in there, there's a porch light, a couple of 110s out here. When you hook up your city water over there, That city water will come out here, and you have a hose right here that'll hook up to that. Up front, we got a spare tire. I recommend trying to find a cover to put on that. Keep that from dry rotting over the years. Last thing you want to do is have a flat tire and then have a bad spare tire. Check your battery post every now and then. Make sure nothing's wiggled loose over time. Your propane has a regulator behind it. Simply lefty-loosey to open. Well, it covers everything out here. So take a look on the inside. I will show you now how to bring this bed down. Yeah, we're simply lifting these up, bring them to the side, and lay right down for you. I like to go ahead and pull these corners down before pushing this out from the inside. Just pull it down around your corners. Coming up inside the unit, first thing I always like to point out is your fire extinguisher. Make sure that you and everyone that's camping with you knows the fire extinguisher is located by the entry doorway. Swinging around the corner here, we got a ton of lighting. Here's our main lights, our cubby accent, porch light, awning, LED, awning in and out. I'm going to go ahead and hit out. Take my hand off it. Recommend pulling in your door a little bit. Not sure how far this one falls down. It doesn't at all. It will automatically run out and stop where you need it to. So awnings are great for shade. I highly recommend, everyone recommends, bringing them in rain or high winds. And you can at any point hit stop or continue back out. Turn. Oops, I hit. I want to get it all the way out. Try to hit the LED light there to see if it was shut off. And there it is, all the way out. A slight bend in the bars. Now all I have to do is hit close and off, and that's going to shut off my LED light and run this back in. As that continues back in, to the right of that is a max air vent remote control for right here. 4 speeds on this. Vent, open, close. All you gotta do is hit on or off and it'll open and close. Above that, our thermostat. I'm gonna go ahead and turn the heat on. Click that to the left. See that kick on? Oh, there it is. As I kick that off, as with most heaters, it'll take a few minutes for the fan to cycle through before that actually shuts off. There's your ladder for outdoors. The awning's coming the rest of the way in. That's when I tell you slam locks work best when just gently slammed. Okay, they do make a rack system. If you look through Intech, they make some really cool rack systems for storage for all these metal pieces here. Alright, over here we've got a kitchen accent light. Speaking of kitchen, down underneath here is your plumbing. It's almost all PEX nowadays. Just keep an eye on it, especially if you travel a lot with this. You're bouncing this up and down the road. Make sure things don't wiggle loose over time. Maintain this more than you would your home. To the left here is going to be our breaker box. ton of 15s in there. Highly recommend having some of those with you when you go camping. Your battery disconnect, this would disconnect all the battery power to the unit. Down below here is where you turn on your hot water heater when your water is full. Up above that is our cooktop. Simply turn that to light, hit your spark, and there it is. Same thing over here. Gas must be on for that. 12 volt, 110 with GFCI reset there. Up here is going to be on the control panel starting up top, be your battery level, your fresh tank, your black, gray, and gray tanks. The freshwater ones I said to hold down when you're filling up your fresh water. Down here is where you turn on the water pump to get to that fresh water. Here's where you turn on your tank heater. What that is, that's a little 12 volt pad that's on your tank if you're in inclement weather and you think they might freeze. And then here's where you turn on line heater, same thing for the lines. Coming into your wet bath. Hand crank open, exhaust vent in there. Where's my light? There it is. More to talk about is that. Flush your toilet a couple times when you get there. Your black tank is going to thank you later by putting something in the bottom of that before you use it. Our fridge, Norcold, it's real simple. Turn this on here. So whatever is white is what we're controlling. Right now it's the freezer. You can change the freezer 1 through 5. 5 being the coldest. We'll put that back on 5. We'll go to the fridge. Fridge is on 3. That's great. Now this is night mode. This is telling the fridge, hey, I'm not going to be opening and closing you as much. Save me some energy. And it does so. Again, our ladder. Up here, our AC unit. Let me show you how to open these beds over here. We'll just do the one side, seeing we already have this one open. So you can unsnap these and completely remove them. But if you notice, at the bottom of these nice snaps, you unzip these. And when they're completely unzipped down the sides, you can roll this fabric up and tuck it down underneath the bed. There's a great storage spot. Alright, so inside this bed somewhere is going to be what I call a shepherd's hook. We'll move this completely out. Oh, they put it up top here. Alright, so we're going to bring this out here. I call it a shepherd's hook. Curved down one end, straight on the other. Well, curved end up. Snap that in there. Lift. And push out. So, it's one-handed here. Once that's out there, take this. Push it in here. Now, we'll put our mattress up here. And then, as I mentioned in the other part here, we'll roll this up, bring this over top, and snap underneath it. Now just return this back. Simply push in and release that. Pull that out. I normally store it in the bed, but we'll pull the cushion, the bed back out and tuck that bar underneath it. Alright, our bed zipped back up. I'll mention here are all of our tie downs. Controls for our lights back here. It's a loading light, which is a docking light outside. 12 volt down here. 110 on this corner, and these are the vents that you can push out if you have a toy in here and you got some fuel fumes you want to get rid of. A couple more things here. There's your release for your heat. Down here is your 12-volt carbon monoxide propane detector. That's always running off your battery, so if you are dry camping with this, you're going to be gone for the day. Use that battery disconnect to keep this from running your battery down. And lastly, I see I forgot to do your radio over here. Turn that on. Nice sound system. AM, FM, Bluetooth, DVD. Excuse me. AM, FM, Bluetooth, HDMI. Nice sound system. Well, it covers everything in here. Just act like we're leaving the camp system and close the unit up. Close this vent. Close your bathroom vent. Come to my control and shut off my main lights. Then I can see any other lights. Our accent lights, then we're all off. Turn my main lights back on. There. I'll look through the unit, make sure everything's secure. Doors closed here. Again, our vents are closed. Everything's secure for travel. I'll come out here and we'll close this bed up. Just reversing the process from earlier. Strip our ends in. It's a great two-person job, but one person can do it. I'm just walking down to the other end and sucking it out back. Yeah. Locked up, ready to roll. Fold our step up. Bring up our stabilizing jacks. Alright, if you are out dry camping, bring up those stabilizing jacks. Get up underneath here and dump those low point drains. We're at a campsite. We're going to unhook our power, our water, and head on up to the dump station. Now at the dump station, park accordingly. Your dump's going to be on the driver's side of your tow vehicle, right ahead of your tires. A 10-foot hose comes with your convenience pack. Hook that up and pull that handle. Go inside, make sure it shows empty. When it does, close that handle up. Take your sewage hose, store it somewhere sanitarily, and head on home. Again, thank you guys so much for your purchase. Hope you enjoy this flyer for many years to come. Happy camping.